On today's Gamer TV, Tony Hawk and friends don't do it by halves in his new show, Boom Boom Hug Jam.
We've rehearsed and we've got lighting and music, and it's a blast.
We meet 2000 AD's latest cover girl.
She's very sexy, very now, very much in the kind of Lara Croft mould.
And we give you tomorrow's games today with some very early previews.
Whoa, that's some sort of hybrid power armor.
In the crucial UK and European markets, Microsoft announced their holiday season lineup at a week-long event.
This Christmas, we've got 185 games on Xbox will be out there. And from now to Christmas, there'll be 18 AAA exclusive games only for Xbox. And that includes Splinter Cell, which is the most requested game out there at the moment. And also Blinks, which is more of a platformer made by the people who did Sonic.
We also grabbed a quick chat with Xbox Live guru Michelle Cassius.
I think we're going to have some games that we haven't heard about or you haven't heard yet about.
Jennifer Lopez and fiancé Ben Affleck have been made into video game characters thanks to director Kevin Smith. The game, developed by Powerhouse Animation, will see Jennifer kicking, punching and, more worryingly, singing her way to save fiancé number 4. American retail giant Walmart have come under fire from games developers for forcing censorship on some games titles. 25% of all games purchased in the US are through Walmart-owned outlets, and many industry chiefs feel that they are abusing this power.
I do not see why a single retailer can elect to change that specifically for video games, and all we're asking for is to be treated as any other entertainment industry is treated.
Hypocritically, though, Walmart decided not to meddle with quadruple platinum-selling title Grand Theft Auto 3. I wonder why. Now here's a look at a title that Activision are quietly developing in California that could cause a huge sensation when it hits the shops in summer 2003. This is the trailer for a game that Activision hope will topple certain other better-known driving and shooting titles. It's called True Crime.
What we're really trying to do here is recreate a cinematic feel of your favorite cop action movie.
Sound familiar? Like Sony's The Getaway, the US-developed True Crime is based in a real city. The difference is that Sony took 3 years to map 20 miles of London for The Getaway, while Activision claimed to have accurately mapped 400 miles of LA.
Some people have made the comparison of True Crimes to The Getaway. We'll wait and see what the market has to say about how our game stacks up to the competition.
But where it does differ from the competition is that you only get to kill the bad guys, and your character is, in typical American style, a goodie. The driving, shooting and fighting all look superb, but it's still too early to actually get our hands on any playable code. We're told that core gameplay will put the player in the role of a renegade cop, tired of red tape, taking the law into his own hands to wipe out Russian and Chinese crime syndicates, yada yada yada. We reckon they should rename this game the Grand Theft Away. The US have been enjoying a new show, which is a fusion of extreme sports, new metal and gaming. We just had to go and have a look. Tony Hawk and other big-name athletes from the worlds of skateboarding, BMX and motocross have been touring the States with their choreographed extravaganza, the Boom Boom Hug Jam Tour.
Games have really helped in building an audience for our sports, whereas the only real fans of the sport in the past have been ones that participate in it. With the game and with the coverage and you know, with seeing the crowds grow for our tours, we've realized there's actually a fan base that doesn't participate that appreciates it.
But his most ambitious project to date owes everything to his video game franchise, which is responsible for bringing extreme into the mainstream.
We've rehearsed and we've got lighting and music, and it's a blast because I think people are entertained the whole time. We have 3 months to build the world's biggest portable ramp setup, 10 days to rehearse our entire show, one shot, to get it right.
The rehearsals for the Boom Boom Huck Jam Tour took place in a massive aeroplane hangar, using state-of-the-art high-tech ramps and involving some of the biggest names from the world of extreme sports. In fact, Tony is joined by 87 other performers and road crew, and by the sound of it, he worked them pretty hard.
It's just like, it's draining.
Dude, I'm so worn out. Tony's just such a slave driver.
The Boom Boom Bus has been on the road this fall, touring all over the States. But when it comes to chilling, with these extreme guys, there's only one way to do it.
We're playing a lot of video games actually during this tour.
We got 2 systems on each bus. When the show's over and we're driving cross country, is have serious ATV Fury battles going. Me and Dave Mirv and Sync Mars have been going at it on ATV Fury.
I love Gran Turismo. Me and Bucky are car fanatics.
I've been playing Tony's games for a long time.
Actually, it's the 4, Tony Hawk 4.
Well, I've been getting into Kelly Slater because I love to surf and I'm not that good at surfing, and I can sort of play out my surfing fantasies on the game.
The graphics in there are really good. It's really realistic as far as how wave breaks and everything about it. It's cool to see these games coming out that are just really realistically, that's what it's like when you're riding, whether it be surfing or skateboarding. Basketball games too.
Everyone needs somebody's The Raptors make the early lead.
I don't have time to play them. I play Asteroids in my kitchen, like when I put something in the microwave, I'll sit and play a game of Asteroids.
I started playing Simpsons Road Rage recently, that was a lot of fun.
Quit playing those stupid video games, boy.
So, after relentless rehearsals and some relaxation, it's showtime for Tony and his Huck Jam homies.
Ultimately, what I'd like to see is this thing take off and take it overseas and just make it like it's like a Cirque du Soleil of sorts, where people hear the name and they know it's a quality show and it's for the family.
It's big, it's bold, and it's hot. It's FHM Magazine's special Baywatch Blowout Collector's Issue, and it's on newsstands now. It's a Baywatch bonanza, TV's sexiest lifeguards like you've never seen them before. We've got Carmen, Yasmin, and Pam, plus a free pull-out poster with 9 Baywatch beauties. FHM's Baywatch Blowout Collector's Issue. Get your copy on newsstands now.
When does fantasy begin? When does reality end? .hack. Is it just a game, or something far more dangerous? .hack Part 1, game and DVD for PlayStation 2 from Bandai, rated T for teen.
Was a secret government program designed to use earthquakes to attack our enemies until something went wrong.
We killed the planet. There'll be earthquakes big enough to rip us to pieces. How do we fix it?
On March 28th.
What would it take to get this ship in the ground now? $50 billion. Will you take a check?
The only way out.
We go to the center of the planet, find this weapon, and destroy it.
Is in.
We've got a breach!
The Core. Rated PG-13. Earth has a deadline March 28th.
It's time to slay the dragon.
About time. Anyone else on?
We've got 12 of the team online.
Yeah, let's do this.
You can become a hero and join thousands online in an epic adventure. EverQuest Online Adventures, now online for PlayStation 2, rated T for teen.
Yeah! Yeah!
We heard earlier that Splinter Cell was spearheading Microsoft's holiday season push, so here it is. The latest chapter in Tom Clancy's video game franchise, and now available on Xbox. The hero is Sam Fisher, a super-hard spying specialist working for a top-secret government agency called Third Echelon.
On the U.S. What?
His mission is to infiltrate and stop a terrorist group, hopefully avoiding World War III in the process. It's a good job our man has a wide range of combat, climbing and sneaking skills at his disposal, because he has to operate alone. This stealthy espionage game features graphics that push the Xbox to its limits.
That's rough, dog.
Just look at the amazing beams of light, and you'll see what we mean.
She's fine, but it was close.
Thankfully, there's playability to match its stunning looks. Creeping through the shadows, taking out terrorists will have you hooked in no time.
Junior Wilkes is in position for extraction.
The arrival of Splinter Cell is great news for Xbox owners. There hasn't been a game as absorbing as this since the epic launch title Halo. We suggest you sneak off to your local game store and liberate a copy of this outstanding game. You won't be disappointed, and it deserves a coveted 5 stars. From Splinter Cells to Splintered Bones now. Alpine Racer 3 is the PS2 conversion of the popular Namco arcade coin-op. And like the original, this version is all about full-on racing action.
Come on!
Get ready to pelt down the slopes, dodge the opposition, evade the avalanches, and avoid those painful collisions with trees. There are 8 characters to choose from, each with their own skills and attributes. And if you win races, you can kit them out with better and faster boards or skis. Satellite data was used to recreate actual courses from the Alps, and though limited, the graphics set the scene well. However, the reason the coin-op version works so well is that you actually control the game using a pair of skis, something the PS2 DualShock controller, good though it is, cannot emulate. Whilst this game boasts 5 different play modes, they all seem exactly the same. Apart from the slalom option, all modes involve racing against opponents to the finish line. And with a limited number of tricks, it's all a bit repetitive and dull, really. Alpine Racer 3 gets a frosty 1 star. Still to come, games get sexy as we become intimate with Private Dancer.
It uses sex, but it uses sex in a fun way.
And we give you our verdict on the latest Star Wars offering from LucasArts. This is Gamer TV. Now, we've all heard of Judge Dredd from the 2000 AD comic strip, but there's another hero emerging, and this time it's a girl. So let's all jump on the bandwagon and meet vampire temptress Durham Red.
Today we are doing a photo shoot for the cover of 2000 AD magazine.
Today we're having a photo shoot with the model who's going to be playing Durham Red, the mutant vampire bounty hunter from the 23rd century.
She's a kind of mutant vampire Joan of Arc.
I think she's quite popular with the female side of the audience. Durham Red is such a sexy and kind of iconic figure that she'd look great on the cover, and I think a photo shoot cover would really stand out from the shelves.
For instance, I'm kind of directing the shoot, I'm directing kind of the image we're looking for, and we're looking for two images of Durham Red today. basically a kind of relaxed, sultry, off from work look, first of all. And then later on this afternoon, we're looking at doing a kind of more aggressive, in-your-face, cyberpunk kind of look. Games producers and designers would come and consult with us, as we are the original producers and designers of the characters, and they would ask us our advice, and we would recommend how they should portray that. I think there's big scope for her being put forward for a movie, definitely, because she's very sexy, very now, very much in the kind of Lara Croft mould, I think, which is very popular nowadays, so for sure I think she'll be a definite success.
Because the wig is synthetic, you don't get much body in a synthetic wig. So we're approaching the problem from a different angle by raising the scalp up so that when the wig sits on top, it will look like it's got loads of root lift. But it won't, it'll be flat. But compared to her face shape, it will just bring it up. So I've done things like Star Trek The Next Generation. And I don't know if you remember a film called Dick Tracy, Warren Beatty, so I did that. And that was turning cartoon characters into human beings.
Hang on. The word comic means funny, doesn't it? Aren't these guys, well, taking this all just a bit too seriously?
Oh, can you repeat that? A little bit louder?
Goodness me.
One of the problems with this is that she does change all the time, so you'll see her different looks today. And the only thing that concerns me is the order they're done in, because obviously I can't stick the hair back on once I've cut it off. So this is actually the longest one, and then we're going to layer this through to make it a lot more like that, you know, up here, and then eventually go to a bob.
Lucky old Bob. But 2000 AD are planning a long relationship with Miss Red.
And I think with this, we're trying to build it more from a cult level, so really get the fans on board, develop her, develop her as the character slowly, rather than just sort of firing out there into the real world with a massive, massive song and dance about it. I think this is, we're trying to do it sort of bit by bit.
But will she ever take over from Mr. Dread? Well, that's unlikely, but she certainly looks better in latex than the judge ever will. Now it's back to the reviews mill. And first up, screaming out of the pits, it's Grand Prix Racer for the PS2. This is the latest pretender striving to take the Formula One crown away from Formula One 2002, Infogram's Grand Prix Challenge. And as you can see from this performance, a challenge it certainly is. Even novice mode is testing enough on the default control settings. Adapting to the car physics and how the turning circles change with speed is key in this game. This game has a tank full of detail. The 22 licensed cars and 17 tracks look mouth-watering, and even specific driving techniques of each individual wheelman have been simulated. You'd be hard-pushed to fault the replays too, since there's a load of realistic camera angles to choose from, and no annoying commentators. It does seem to strike a good balance between arcade and simulation, and graphically, it's as good, if not better, than any of its rivals. Grand Prix Challenge requires a lot more skill than Formula One 2002, since the car's controls are far less forgiving. Overall, it's not just eye candy. The game has plenty to offer with 5 game modes, challenges and a 4-player mode. Grand Prix Challenge is worth a look, but there's nothing new here. 3 stars.
Hi, I'm Tracy Bingham, and you're watching G4.
I Spy comes to DVD. Spy the action.
Can you see anything?
Spy the technology.
See me looking at you, looking at me.
Spy all the special features.
I like this.
Eddie Murphy and Owen Wilson. I Spy. Buy it Tuesday on DVD.
Oh, wow, that's pretty good.
You take your play seriously, you get to EB Games.
You guys have great selection.
Here at EB, you can play a game before you buy it. Trade in old games or save big with great pre-owned prices.
You can trade in your games, you get store credit.
Get what you want. Visit us at ebgames.com. Win your choice of game system, 4 free games, and $100 accessories. To enter, call 1-888-321-4474 now. 321-4474 now.
My name is Dave Kramer, and I'm the world record holder for fastest completion of Parking Challenge number 5 in 18-wheeler. It took me months of daily playing to whittle my time down. On my days off, while my wife and son were sleeping, I poured 8+ hours of non-stop gameplay. For some reason, I picked up this game very quickly. I mean, I'm usually pretty good at driving and racing games, but there was something about this. I guess it was that it was just unique. My favorite movie is a no-brainer, Star Wars. I'm a huge Star Wars fan and have been ever since I saw Episode 4 back in '77. I basically play games because it's kind of an escape. The same reason a lot of people read books or watch movies. The way I explain it best to those who don't like games is this. You watch movies, right? What could possibly be better than watching a movie and getting to be the lead? You can control the outcome, and you can try things in games you never could get away with in real life because it might cause some harm.
Awesome record! You must be a pro! New record!
Arsenal. Arsenal. A bit hard to take, eh, Arsenal? Rico. Madeira. Pass is blocked. Oh, look at that! Look at that!
My dream, my destiny, it is all becoming a reality!
Clive Gallagher. He used to call me Lara Beanstalk. I'd run home crying and he'd just laugh.
Sure he's not laughing now.
No. No, he'd just follow me around and look at my bottom.
Are men only interested in you because of your body?
No. I'm rich too, darling.
Science fiction and gaming have always gone hand in hand, so it's no surprise that the definitive Star Wars saga has inspired a very, 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 very long line of video games.
What a contest!
The latest of these is Star Wars Bounty Hunter, a game that follows the exploits of Jango Fett, the galaxy's most prolific gun for hire. Taking place between Episode 1 and Episode 2, this action-packed shooter tells the story of how Jango came to be the genetic blueprint for the evil clone army.
Interested in a jetpack? Barely a scratch on it. It'll look great with that battle armor. It's same color even.
With a full complement of bounty hunting gadgets, Jango is well equipped for the job of capturing his targets. The graphics are nicely drawn and animated, but often look a bit drab and lifeless, and sometimes the viewing angle can be awkward, obscuring vital areas of action. Bounty Hunter will please hardcore Star Wars fans because it gives an insight into the Fett family's mysterious background. Although Bounty Hunter is a solid game with some nice touches, the finest Star Wars console experience is still the GameCube's stunning Rogue Leader.
Nice try, Fett. Dead or alive.
The bounty for this Star Wars tale is 3 stars out of 5. You may have noticed a bit of a trend for sex in gaming recently, with DOA Beach Volleyball, BMX XXX, and this. The first game with an endorsement from a strip club chain. This is Private Dancer. Private Dancer is now out for the PS2, which meant we had a great excuse to go and film some attractive lady dancers.
I'm Andy Seddon. I'm the producer on Private Dancer. The very basic notion of the game, I guess, is strip poker. It's a lot more to Private Dancer than that. There's 5 different gambling games you can play. You gamble against the girls. If you win against the girls, they remove an article of clothing.
Hi, my name is Mick Morris, and I'm one of the managers here at Audio Motion, and we're here today to conduct a motion capture session for the video game Private Dancer. Now, motion capture essentially is the process of capturing real-time, real-world performance and then taking that data and applying it to computer graphics characters.
Once you've got the raw data of the dancers dancing, that gives you natural movement to work with in the game. Then what you've got to do is combine that with a computer-generated character that sort of accentuates the best physical attributes of a woman, I suppose.
Now, we're using motion capture for Private Dancer because effectively it would take too long to keyframe it or do it by hand, for want of a better term. And motion capture captures all those little intricacies and nuances that a live performance will bring.
Come on, easy, 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 easy.
Quite a few of the dancers, when they dance, sort of like had specific requests as to their final character that would appear in the game, like, can you make my breasts bigger? Can you make my bottom smaller? It's all possible.
It suits guys that get home from the pub on a Friday night and say, look, let's just put it on and play it for an hour or so. There's no massive depth in it. It's just a fun, risque, great game experience.
You don't need to be a computer game expert. And you know, at the end of the day, you've got 21 beautiful stripping girls that you gamble against. What more could you want?
Back to our previews now, and here is a game that hopes to appeal to the inner redneck in us all. Empire's Big Mother Truckers. Yes, truckers puts you in charge of an 18-wheeler rig hauling loads and racing across Hickstate County with a mission to make money. We played a near-ready gold version of the game on the Xbox, but it's also coming out on the PS2, GameCube and PC in time for the holiday software silly season. You take the wheel of one of 4 trucks belonging to the 4 offspring of Big Mother. The sibling who makes the most money in 60 days gets to take over her business.
You got 60 days, you hear me?
Gameplay is a cross between Elite and Need for Speed, as you try to beat rival trucks to your destination. Then trade with the locals to get the best deals on goods to haul on and sell in the next town.
Well, hi there, and a warm welcome to Holy Craps Casino.
It's a good spin on the standard driving games, and the trucks handle in a believable, though difficult to control way. Out of your earnings, you'll have to pay for repairs and fuel, and you can upgrade and customize the look of your truck too. We'll see if this game has us reaching for our air horns or scraping off the roadkill very soon.
Head out on the highway, looking for adventure, and whatever comes our way.
That's it for another show. Please join us again soon for the best thing you can look at on your telly without a controller in your hand.